Do we have a destination?
Just keep going. Any place.
And the reason we're taking this trip to any place?
Because your father, the psycho mob boss, wants us to.
I'm sorry. I know, not the reaction you were going for, but...
Yes, but do you know hyenas do that too when they're threatened or scared? You know, they do something that resembles a laugh.
Right before they go on the attack.
Yeah. Oh, my God, a love of the animal kingdom. Something else we have in common. That turns me on. You know, along with our unfortunate ties with the corrupt doctor and extremely poor marksman, Dr. Devlin. No, who you nevertheless entrusted with shooting Sonny, which makes you even more responsible for putting little Michael in a coma.
I've been threatened by a lot worse than you, Mr. Jax. Try it.
And you'll show me your teeth?
No. The thing about female hyenas, they are particularly fond of ripping out their victims' throats. They made a really big mess.
Yeah. No, Carla, you don't have to do this now.
I really
It's fine.
want the room. I want it to be nice for Michael.
Jason, I would like you to please leave.
No, first he's going to apologize.
It's not necessary.
I mean, you
Jason.
insulted Kate by saying that. Why'd you say that?
Sonny, don't. You don't have to do
Suggesting
this.
that she'd give money to Devlin. There's no way in hell she'd help the man who shot Michael.
On my way back to work with Kate's coffee when two of your, what do you call them? Your goons, your henchmen, or is there something more PC to call the people that grab me and take me somewhere against my will with the unspoken threat of violence?
What did they do to you?
They took me from Elm Street Pier to your father's. Actually, Anthony and I had a really nice chat. He has decided that you and I need to be together.
It's not his decision to make.
Well, when I told him it wouldn't work for me, he wasn't exactly satisfied with that answer.
Did he threaten you?
He threatened my father. He said if I didn't get back with you and make you happy, that he would send my father to prison for money laundering. So this is me trying to make you happy.
The very cards that Wild Bill Hickok was holding the night he was shot used to hang right over that door. Aces, eights, and a jack of diamonds.
Dead man's hand.
Never drawn him.
I have. Yeah, in this very room, and I lived to tell the tale.
And what a lovely tale it is, too.
How many cards, gorgeous?
One, please.
Oh, man, no, you have piqued our interest.
Well, if you want to see what I've got, gentlemen, it'll cost you.
The lady's got brass. Let's see what else.
Too much for me, I fold.
It's unanimous.
Whoa, look at those lovelies.
If I'm gonna lose, at least you make it enjoyable.
Oh, deal me out of the next hand. Would you care to join us, wife?
Your son called me. He said you were in trouble. I guess he was right.
Oh, someone's been spending way too many nights watching the Wildlife Channel.
I know blackmail when I hear it, Mr. Jax.
Oh, poor little mob princess. I suppose you have trust issues, among others.
You're going to have health issues. If Sonny finds out I had anything to do with that hit, you and I, we're in this together. You're tied to me, whether you like it or not.
What is intriguing as that image may be, it's far from true. You see, I could make arrangements to disappear. I've done it before. I mean, I could call Sonny from across the globe and tell him the whole story.
Right, and never see your brother again. Or have to deal with the pain that Jax is going to have to go through as a result of finding out that you were partly responsible for his stepson getting shot.
Come on, Jax is used to me being away for long periods of time. He'll adjust.
It's your brother. It's the one person that you love, that you trust, that knows you.
No, it's your brother we're talking about. You obviously care very much about him, which is a good incentive to cooperate. You see, if your part in little Michael's shooting was released, it would be very unpleasant for little Johnny as well, wouldn't it?
I will say this to you once, Mr. Jax. You threaten me all you want. You leave my brother out of it.
You see, I don't make threats. To give you up to Sonny Corinthos would be a drastic measure, and that would be the last resort to me.
Maybe they can add the cost of the repairs and the cleanup and put it on the first month's bill.
Let me worry about that, okay?
Dr. Levin's right about me being able to paint the room a different color. You know, I'd like to paint it blue.
I know that this is a difficult decision for you.
It's what's best for Michael, you know. You were right all along.
I wish I hadn't been.
I wish Michael were awake and smiling. With his whole life ahead of him. First crush, first school dance, first car.
Yeah.
But since none of that's gonna happen, he should be at a place like this where they can take care of him better than I can.
Okay, Jason, you know what? Carly's been leaning on you, which is fine. That's what you two do for each other. You be her friend, her confessor. I kind of miss that, but whatever. You don't get to put this on Kate.
Sonny, that's not what he was doing.
Because she did nothing wrong. I'm the one who pushed her out of the line of fire. I'm the one who didn't protect Michael. Michael's in a coma because
Sonny, if you
of
would
me.
please just let Jason leave. There are things I would like to discuss with you in private.
I'm sorry Jason had to put you into this. He's a great friend, and he loves Michael, and he's very protective of Carly. But it's no excuse what he said to you.
What he said is true, Sonny. I paid Ian Devlin $1 million to leave town. Hey. Just about to start my shift in pediatrics, and I thought I'd check and see how you're doing.
Not bad, considering I just had brain surgery.
You're sweating.
Yeah, no, there's too many covers on this bed.
I'm definitely warm. Let me check your pulse.
No, that's...
It's not gonna hurt. Just turn your hand over. Please don't tell me that you got out of bed to get Emily's ring yourself. Unless... Did she come back?
You do recall being shut down by the police. Your books are being audited, Luke. You are blatantly ignoring a court order.
I'm not ignoring it. It's around here somewhere. Unless I've lost it.
You don't want to be saved. It's a waste of my time and my energy, and quite frankly, I don't think there's anything worth saving.
You don't mean that.
Alexis, oh, what an unexpected surprise.
Well, don't let me interrupt. So that's the attraction, She likes to watch. Actually, I don't. Oh, really? You don't have to explain or apologize. I think it's the most fascinating thing about you that you're a voyeur. You were having a public display of affection. It was a little difficult to miss.
Were you looking for me, Alexis?
No, I was not looking for you.
So this was a happy accident?
Happy for whom? Finding you in the middle of indiscriminate sex?
I'm sorry, there was nothing indiscriminate about it. Mr. Jackson and I are business acquaintances.
Really? Mm-hmm. And what business might that be?
About the damage, I'm sorry. I had a bad moment.
I understand.
Yeah, we'll pay for all this, of course.
I'm more concerned that I've addressed all your questions. I assure you Michael will receive the finest care.
You have a wonderful facility, and my husband and I think that this is the best place for Michael.
We'll make the arrangements for him to be transferred from the hospital as soon as you're ready.
I need to talk to Michael's father, my ex-husband, of course, the details.
Will he want a tour of the facility?
I don't know. I don't think so. There's a lot going on there,
This is a very difficult process. Everyone deals with it in their own way. If there's anything else I can do, please don't hesitate to ask.
You have been very kind and patient, and I was rude, and I'm sorry. I apologize.
This tragedy just didn't happen to your son, Mrs. Jacks. Happening to you and all the people who love him as well.
You're determined to punish yourself for what happened to Michael. You are determined to tear your whole life down.
Tell me about Devlin.
You practically begged Johnny Zakara to shoot you. It's a miracle that you're even alive.
Why'd you give
It's
him
a
the
sign,
money?
but you don't. Because I love you, Sonny. Because what happened to Michael should count for something. But you're too consumed with vengeance to see it. You told me that you had no intention of changing your life. You told me. You left me standing there, Sonny, wondering how much I could take. Wondering if you really meant all the self-destructive things that you were saying. That's when Ian Devlin showed up, and they told me that he's the one who shot Michael.
Emily's not here.
So you did get out of bed to get the rain.
Okay. Wrist Stucky, you gonna read me the riot act now? How about Aunt Raylene? She have an opinion?
Oh, believe me, I'd have him give you a good quacking if I thought it would do any good, but it wouldn't. Like, the only person you want to hear from is Emily. Hi, how's the patient?
Isn't that what you're here to tell me?
I should go.
No, stay. You're the one who convinced me to have the surgery. You should hear firsthand how well it went, right? So, went well, right?
Look, I may be crazy, but I'm not a fool. I know when I have a good thing going. I do listen to you. And I try to respect your feelings.
When you're not stealing from me or sleeping with secret agents.
Oh, I didn't sleep with Anna. Come on. She was just here trying to forget the fact that she's going to be a grandmother.
You were downing shots while she was hanging upside down from a trapeze.
Look, you've made how you feel about that very clear. And she hasn't been back, has she?
No thanks to you.
Tracy, I'm trying to find some common ground here. The casino is closed. This is a private game. And the attractive shell I'm using over there, it's my son's girlfriend. I'm not going to hit on her. I'm trying to meet you halfway.
You want to meet me halfway, keep the Star open, get rid of the Zakaras, and do not launder another dime for them.
It's not that simple.
Good evening, everyone. Sorry to inform you that you're all in violation of a court order.
Wait a minute, this is a private game.
Yes, detective. These are just some good friends having a nice friendly game in my closed and perfectly legal casino.
Mr. Spencer, I volunteered for this duty tonight so your son wouldn't get caught in a conflict of interest. Now, I'm going to take down the names of everyone here and inform you all that you may be subject to fines and/or prosecution at the DA's discretion.
Well, not me. I didn't come here to gamble. Actually, I got a call that my husband was in trouble. I thought he was having a heart attack.
I'll make a note of that, but I still need your information.
Well, Detective, we're going to be completely cooperative. Aren't we, Spanky?
My name is Tracy Quartermain.
Spencer. Tracy Quartermain Spencer. Sometimes she leaves that part out.
I reside at 66 Harborview Road. I am presently married to this man, although that's subject to change at any moment.
Perish that thought.
I heartily encourage you to arrest him.
I know I sound like a broken record, Lulu, but my father will use you as leverage to try to control me.
I know.
He sat on that hospital bed for months, biding his time, letting us all think he was paralyzed and helpless. Now he's out, he's gonna want to set things straight. He tried to kill my sister. Do you get it now?
Yeah, I think I finally do.
Well, we need to play along for now, act like we're together.
I cannot believe this is what's happening. This is how we're ending up, and I'm with somebody who's...
What, too weak to bail on his life and his father? Too screwed up to want anything different?
But when I said those things, I had just seen you shoot Sonny, point blank.
Well, if we're gonna fool my father, you're gonna have to find a way to pretend.
Well, that's the crazy part. I don't have to. I still care about you. If anything, I care about you even more.
Ms. Zakara and I are in preliminary discussions
Is that what you call it?
about a possible business venture.
Yes, now that my father has been released, I'm no longer welcome in the family business, and I think Mr. Jackson and I might be a great fit. He's very knowledgeable about import-export opportunities, so...
We all know what skills you bring to the table.
I'm thinking of developing my own business.
Yes, Ms. Zakara has some intriguing ideas. I'm still debating if I want to get involved.
Well, hey, if the business doesn't work out, we could still have terrific sex. I'll work up a more detailed proposal and get back to you.
I'm not going down this road with you.
You're misinterpreting.
You get yourself another attorney. If you get in bed with Claudia, that's it. And I don't mean that literally.
I think you made yourself perfectly clear.
Good.
The man who shot you contacted Kate, and she gave him some money so he could go away so your dad could... What am I doing? Why am I even saying this to you? None of these things should be a part of your life in the first place. I can't believe it took me this long to figure this out. I can't believe... This shouldn't be your life. Carly was gonna... She was, gonna go to the warehouse to get you, and I wouldn't let her. I should have let her. I should have been there. I wish I was there, Michael. Why did you tell me that this Devin guy confessed to shooting Michael?
He knew that Jason suspected him. He wasn't taking any chances. He knew our history together.
Right.
He knew that I would pay to protect you.
What do you mean, protect me?
He said he had nothing to lose, Sonny. He said that if I didn't pay him, he would kill you.
And you believed everything this guy said?
The way that you've been wandering around just begging to get shot? Yeah. Sonny, I believed him.
Okay.
He confronted me at your house.
Right.
He just wandered onto the terrace because you sent the guards away. Okay, so if you had killed Ian before Ian could kill you, there would have been a police investigation, right? And the way you've been behaving so recklessly, I'm sure that there would be plenty of evidence for the police to convict you of murder. And what would that have accomplished, Sonny? Would that have made Michael any better? Would it have made your life any safer for your family? It would only perpetuate the cycle of violence that put Michael in that coma. Sonny, it has to stop. That's the real reason I paid Ian to go away.
It wasn't your call to make.
Well, I am all right, yes?
It's with enormous personal pride I'm able to tell you that the surgery was a resounding success.
Your brain scan came back clear. The tumor didn't do any permanent damage, and it looks like there will be no side effects from the procedure.
Yeah. For a guy that was terminal only a few days ago, there's a very real chance you'll outlive us all.
I can't imagine how hard it's been for you. I'm sure that you've wanted to give up several times, but I'm pretty sure your son is glad that you didn't know.
Yeah, thank you. Both of you.
Hey, all a day's work.
If you're as brilliant as Patrick.
She said it, not me.
Remember when you said that I saved your life and I asked if that meant I was responsible for you?
Yes, I remember.
Well, I sort of think that I am, which means that I pay attention. And it's pretty clear that under that charming smile and polite expressions of gratitude, you're already counting down the years ahead of you without the love of your life.
I have no intention of sleeping with Claudia Zaccaro.
I don't care who you sleep with.
You said you dropped me as a client.
I said if you got into bed metaphorically.
There's nothing metaphorical about what you walked in on, and let me set the record straight. I mean, Claudia's an attractive woman. She's very sexual, and she's
Skanky?
hot, to use the right vernacular. I gave in to my low impulses. Sorry.
God, you're disgusting.
No, come on. It was only motivated by this back and forth tango that you and I have been having. It's frustrating, to say the least. I mean, you have no reason to be jealous.
Don't insult me. She's sleazy, she's amoral, she's a mobster. I don't think so, Jerry. However, I do understand your attraction for her.
Oh, yes, because I'm a man incapable of changing, incapable of being with such a classy lady as you, a man who isn't worthy.
Bingo.
Right. Well, I'm attracted to you, Alexis. I am. I make no secret of it. And you can deny it all you want. It's mutual. But you have standards. You choose to not follow that attraction, though a woman like Claudia does.
A woman like Claudia uses sex as a tool to manipulate idiots like you. You sleep with her, you deserve everything.
I thought you didn't care if I slept with Claudia.
I don't care.
Listen, I don't want to jeopardize our relationship.
We don't have a relationship.
Look, as attorney and client, if my relationship with Claudia bothers you, just say it, I will end it.
I don't care about your relationship with Claudia. Go have sex with her in the middle of City Hall. I don't give a crap.
Definitely jealous. It looks good on you. Puts pink in your cheeks.
So where are we going?
To the nearest train station. I'm gonna give you cash. You can get out of town.
I'm not running away.
You just said that you hate you.
I just said that after seeing you shoot someone, it doesn't make me care any less about you.
It should.
Oh, I wish that Anthony Zaccaro was not your role model, and I wish he hadn't taught you that love and death somehow go hand in hand, which would probably explain why we've broken up like 15 times. I wish a lot of things, Johnny, but this is where we are, and your father needs to think that his plan is working and that I've convinced you we need to be together.
For just long enough for me to get something to bring to the feds. A recording, computer entries, something that they can use to convict him and put him away for good this time.
But if you do that, you're going to destroy your family business and there'll be nothing left for you to inherit. Why would you throw all that away?
To save your life. And maybe to save mine. Can you handle this?
Can you?
Hey. I'm glad you're here with him. Even if the doctors are right and he can't hear anything we're saying,
I want to believe that he is someplace beautiful and he can feel how much we care about him.
Did you see the place?
Jax is right. Michael's going to get excellent care. They're making arrangements to transfer him there soon, so he's only going to be here a little while longer. I still don't know how I send my little boy away.
You know, I got so much going on right now. I don't know what to do with this. I mean, you're standing here, you're telling me that you helped the man who shot my son.
No,
I mean,
I'm telling you that I paid him to go away.
If Jason hadn't tracked this guy down, he'd be somewhere across the world right now, living a comfortable life with the money that you paid him after he put my son in a coma. You okay with that?
No, I'm not,
Okay.
Sonny. No, if it were up to me, I would have had him tried, convicted, and punished to the fullest extent of the law. But you didn't want that. You didn't want justice, you wanted revenge. And you risked your own life to get it. I love you, Sonny. I wanted to protect you from your worst impulses.
You protected the man who shot my son. There's no excuse, no justification. Let's not call it love. Let's call it what it is. Betrayal.
Kate?
Jax. I didn't hear you come in. Just give me a minute. I have these allergies.
You know, you trusted me enough to tell me that you were Connie from Bensonhurst, so you can trust me now. We both know that you've been crying your eyes out. So why don't you tell me why?
Well, you'll be happy to know that Sonny and I are over.
Jax went to see Kate. She left him about 10 messages. Michael's in a coma. We're gonna have to put him in a facility, but Sonny's girlfriend, man, the most important thing to her is her stupid magazine.
Was the place okay? Did you see Michael's room?
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Once the repairs are done.
What do you mean repairs?
When Jax and I finished touring the facility, we went back into the room and it hit me. Yeah. This is where my little boy's gonna be spending the rest of his life. And the rest of his life is gonna be eating out of a tube and physical therapy, and it's just wrong, you know, because this is not supposed to be my little boy's life. But it is.
Luke!
You're in a foul mood, huh? Looking for trouble?
You know, I have not been fair to you. I know I call you a lying whore and all that, but you know what? At least you don't pretend to be anything else.
What's this?
Exactly what it looks like.
We talked about the girl.
Lulu. My name is Lulu.
You don't need the distraction.
I handled this business just fine without you.
Don't forget yourself, John. I'm no longer some helpless cripple.
I'm no longer some scared kid who does everything he's told.
You treat me with respect.
That's what I'm doing. I'll learn from you, I'll work with you, but I'm not gonna be you. I'm not gonna let this business infect every aspect of my life.
I bet Sonny Corinthus said the exact same thing. Word is they're shipping his son off to some high-press refrigerator bin. That's a place for vegetables.
Are you trying to scare me?
You should be scared, because sometimes there's unforeseen consequences. Would you tell her?
She knows.
Johnny and I want to be together, and there is nothing that you can say or do to stop us.
Oh,
You're
hi.
late.
Late?
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, but you know, it takes me a while to limp where I'm going these days.
I understand, and I'm sorry to hear that. However, I am here to do you a favor. I am extending myself to you. I'm here to service you, and the least you could do is be on time. I mean, that would just show me a little respect, right? But why would you do that? I know why, because you're a man.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm not saying that I link all men into the same category, because that's just not fair. Not all men are alike, but yet they are.
Okay. What is the favor that you want to do me?
All right, I'm just going to come out and I'm going to ask you this. What is the allure of a woman who dresses like a streetwalker and vomits her sexuality on the lap of any man that she sees?
Well, basically, I'd say that the allure is, and this is really hard to beat, that she dresses like a streetwalker and vomits her sexuality on the lap of every man she meets.
Okay. I would really like to know what is so fascinating about a woman who has the class and intelligence of a blow-up doll. Is it just the sex?
Which answer is going to get us back to why I'm here?
Is it worth all of you making fools out of yourselves and risking STDs?
Do you really want to know what I think?
Yes.
I think it sounds like you caught your man with his hand in Claudia Zacchara's cookie jar.
Jerry Jacks is most certainly not my man. And if he wants to crawl into bed with a sex toy, that is totally up to him.
That's right. Take a stand. Be a man.
You're right. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. And you know what? She'll probably get him shot. Oh, too bad. I don't care, but you know who does? Jax. Jax cares about his brother, but Jerry doesn't care about him. You know why? Because Jerry's a jerk. You're a jerk. You're all jerks.
Okay, we're all jerks. Now that, I'm following you now.
You are?
Yes. Why did you call me here, or did I just miss the part where we became girlfriends?
I am violating the tenets of my office by telling you this. But our audits say that the Haunted Star made over $500,000 in less than 2 hours the night of the raid.
We had a very good night, Natasha.
It was too good of a night, and any other DA would call on the feds for money laundering.
Well, what is this DA gonna do?
Because I'm your girlfriend, I'm going to look the other way. But I am warning you. If you do that again, I won't be able to protect you.
Well, now you sound like my wife.
Now, see? Why did you have to go and say that? That is so gender biased. It is so inappropriate. Why shouldn't your wife get to say anything? She's not allowed to have an opinion? You never hear a wife go, "Ooh, you sound like my husband." And don't call me again.
I'm sorry.
I'm getting really tired of being called a whore. I can't even imagine the pain that you're going through with your little boy, so I'm gonna cut you some slack.
I wasn't trying to insult you, I was just stating fact. Everything is gains and losses to you, even people.
You don't see me walking around denying it.
You know what?
What?
It's not pretty, but I know how to deal with you. You were right when you said that we understand each other.
Yeah? As opposed to, what, say, your girlfriend?
Well, maybe it's better off that Kate doesn't understand me. That's why I respect her.
Maybe. All the same, I can't help but notice she's not here.
I made a choice, Jax. I made a choice to follow my own principles, even though I understand why Sonny finds it unforgivable, because according to his code, I was wrong.
I might be better able to help you if you tell me what you did.
Jax, it's between Sonny and me, and it's over. No matter how much I love him, no matter how much I want to be with him, there are things that I just can't stand by and watch. There are things that I cannot be a part of.
I'm sorry. I know this hurts. I just wish there was something that I could do for you.
Well, thank you for not saying I told you so.
I'm gonna have Michael's room painted blue. Like the summer sky over the ocean. Do you remember the sky in Florida that time?
Yeah, I do.
God, it was such a perfect day to go to the beach. Even though Michael was way too young. He always loved the ocean. And Sonny and I would take him to the island, or he would go away with me and Jax. He would stay in the water for hours. And when Morgan was younger, he would help them build sandcastles. I wonder if Morgan remembers that. I wonder if he remembers playing in the sand with his brother, or holding his hand as he walked down the beach in the waves. I just want to try and remember Michael's laugh at the beach, and I just really hope that that's where his spirit is, you know? Spending the afternoon at the beach with people he loves. That's what I want for him. I do.
I'm warning you now. No good can come of you being with this girl.
Her name's Lulu, and I'm not asking your permission.
Careful. I may not be so understanding if this starts to affect business.
That was great. Everything that you said, did you see his face?